What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you from North Italy. I've spent the majority of today traveling north in the train from Rome with my family and all of our bags. And that has made it so that I haven't had much time to play test anything. So we're going to do something a little different tonight. I've threw this deck together like 5 minutes ago. I've played a total of one game with it. It feels good. I'm not entirely sure how good. We're going to be making some adjustments along the way, and as usual, any adjustments we make to the deck will of course be reflected in the deck list that you can find in the video description down below for you guys to go copy and enjoy. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Rampy Rhinos. So it's my take on the mono green Stompy for the new set. So I'll do the usual, take it from the top, describe the deck from left to right. I'll explain to you why it is that I've picked the card, how it is that it synergizes with the other cards in the deck, if at all, and then we'll jump into some gameplay footage, and we'll show off as many of the various play lines and interactions that this deck has hidden within it, so that you can get to see the thing do its thing in its entirety, and that'll help you decide whether this is worth your precious wildcards. And then we'll jump in at the end with my final thoughts and overall deck review, and is mono green in a good place right now or not. So we're starting off with a full play set of Tamiyo Safekeeping. It's just become my favorite way of saving creatures, especially in creature decks. I wish there was a card like Heroic Intervention reprinted, which gives all of our creatures hexproof and indestructible until end of turn for 2 mana at instant speed. That thing was insanely good against sweepers in creature decks that play green, and I think it's sorely missed something like that, because there's just a lot of really good removal in sweepers right now, and creature decks are getting punished. That's just my 10 cents. Anyhow, that's why Tamiyo Safekeeping for me right now is just worth its weight in gold. Like, every turn 4, it's coming, that Doomscar, that what have now, there's Depopulate. Tamiyo Safekeeping will save the day. The only thorn in everyone's side that likes creature decks right now is still, of course, Meathook Massacre, and Tamiyo Safekeeping can do nothing about that, and neither can anything really, other than instant speed buff spells that grow your creatures bigger than the X the opponent called on Meathook Massacre, which is... Anyway, don't get me started on Meathook Massacre. That card is a pain in my ass. But Tamiyo Safekeeping will, keep you safe from the majority of the rest of the removal in the format. So pretty nice. Then, let's start with the Rampy. We've got a full playset of Gala Greeters, which is a new card from Streets of New Capenna with Alliance, which means that something happens whenever a creature enters the battlefield you control. But you can choose one of the 3 options that hasn't been chosen yet this turn. So this could potentially get 3 triggers if you can play 3 creatures a turn. So you put a +1/+1 counter on Gala Greeters, or you create a tapped treasure token, which is what we're probably mostly after in this deck, and then, or you can gain 2 life, which is also amazing. So when you couple this with the Prosperous Innkeeper, which is very similar kind of stuff going on, right? It's 2 mana 1/1. Enters the battlefield, creates a treasure token. You don't have to play a creature on top of the Innkeeper. But then whenever you do play a creature on top of the Innkeeper, you gain life. So a lot of similarities, and when you put them together, it's just an obscene amount of ramp and life gain and general good stuff going on. So let's test them out in a tag team like this and see how it goes. Then I wanted a fight spell, and I didn't want to go green snow and have Blizzard Brawl as the usual one. Because it's a fight spell, Blizzard. There's 2 different types of removal in green. One that says target creature you control fights target creature you don't control, which requires your creature to not only be bigger or the same size to kill the opponent's creature or to have death touch or something, but it also requires it to be bigger so that your creature doesn't die too, which was the good thing about Blizzard Brawl, because it gained indestructible as well, so you could take out stuff that's the same power level as you. I'm starting to lean more and more towards the ones that deal damage equal to its power. So you don't need to fight, which preserves your creature's full power and toughness, and you can still swing in with it potentially afterwards. And the nice thing about Master's Rebuke is that it hits creatures or planeswalkers, which isn't usual, like your rabbit bites and stuff like that. It's only a creature. So just something that maybe has been slept on a little bit by people playing this type of spell. From Kamigawa, little 2-mana instant. Does the same thing as Rabbit Bite, but can also hit planeswalkers. Pretty nice. But this again is one that's up for debate. This could be Inscription of Abundance. This could be one of many things. There's even a new one, which is a Fights, I believe. This one, Prize Fighter, which creates you a treasure token. This might be the one to go for. Inscription of Abundance has been my favorite one for a long time now. But there's also one that has X in it. Is it deals damage? It's a 2x, which is pretty cool. I haven't tried it yet. The Spinning Wheel Kick. So you can do, damage equal to its power to each of up to X target creatures. So you could have, you could have one big creature wipe out a bunch. This might be the way to go, especially in a ramp deck where we have lots of treasures. So something we'll check in on again during the footage tonight. But for now, Master's Rebuke, pretty sweet. And that's it as far as 2-drops. Then we've got our 3-drops. And here's some more interesting stuff. One of the nice new cards from the Hideaway cycle from the new set. I think of the 5, the white and the green are my 2 favorites so far. The green one is like a weird, like Luminarch Aspirant for green / mixture between Luminarch Aspirant and something like Sparring Regimen, in the sense that at the beginning of combat on your turn you put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control, which is insanely good. We've seen Luminarch Aspirant, what it can do. Yeah, this is just 1 extra mana, but in green that's okay. And the Hideaway, triggers when you have a creature with power 7 or greater on the battlefield. Then you can play the card that was exiled by the Hideaway without paying its mana cost. So we can often hide away a Vivian, a Titan of Industry, or one of our more expensive cards, and then just keep putting those +1/+1 counters on creatures we control until we get to 7, or even if an Unnatural Growth suddenly triggers and makes our 4/4 into an 8/8, boop, you immediately get the card from Fight Rigging for free. So might even find a way to go up to like 3 or 4 of, but for now 2 of has been okay. Then, this is where the real ramping begins. Even though we've done already some pretty decent ramping here with the 2-drops, we've got a full playset of Jewel Thief and a full playset of Topiary Stomper. So Jewel Thief, what an insane common. Like, how is this common? I have no idea. 3 mana, 3/3 with Vigilance and Trample. And when it enters the battlefield, it creates a treasure token. Are you kidding me? This thing's insane. This thing is insane. This thing should definitely have been at least an uncommon. But anyway, that's just my 10 cents. So again, ramp, treasure tokens, treasure tokens, treasure tokens, treasure tokens, and then Topiary Stomper. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you search your library for a basic land card, put it onto battlefield, tap, and then shuffle. It can't attack or block unless you control 7 or more lands, so it'll take a little while before it comes online. But just that ability to search up a land, put it straight onto the battlefield is really, really great, helping us into our turn 6 plays, a turn early, that sort of thing. So just really, really nice. New card from the set. Let's test it out. I haven't played it at all, really, other than that one test match before I hit record. So, but it looks pretty good to me. So far, so good. Which brings us to our 5-drops. We've got the aforementioned Workshop Warchief. Incredible card. Trample, 5/3, gains you life. When it dies, you get the 4/4. I mean, just all around, insanely good card. In a more trampoly focused deck, we might even put in, like, instead of all this ramp action, just get the usual old growth trolls and stuff like that, and then just go for like a full playset of Unnatural Growth, or go like a 3-3 split and cut this top end and just like go full trample tribal. I think that would also be really strong, but more on that on another video. But anyway, fantastic card. Definitely worth crafting a couple of. This will fit into your Riveteers decks, into your... I think this will fit really well in a Gruul list. We'll be testing all of those things on the channel in the coming days. And then I just wanted a couple copies of Unnatural Growth just to really send our stuff over the top. We do have some nice tramplers. You know, Unnatural Growth makes a Jewel Thief into a 6/6 flying Vigilance Trample. What? You know, 10/6 Trample. Okay, I'll take that. Otherwise, we get, you know, 14/14 Trample from the Titan of Industry. Just fantastic. So, of course, Trample isn't essential, but it's fantastic when you have so much power and toughness to play around with. Then, our 6 drops. We got 2 copies of Vivian on the Hunt, the new Planeswalker from Streets of New Capenna. Interesting one. You may sacrifice a creature. If you do, search your library for a creature with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed creature's mana value, put it onto battlefield, and shuffle. So, unfortunately, we don't have any 6 drops that we can sacrifice to find the Titan. But we do have, you know, lots of 3 drops that we can sack. No, that's actually terrible. Yeah, I think we get rid of this. Much better. Much better. There we go. First edits already on the fly. Those abilities were just not really gelling with me. So just added an extra Warchief and an extra Growth, and leaving the Titan of Industry as a 3/0 I think is fine. Which is our very, very top end at 7 mana. We should be able to get there pretty quickly with all these treasures and ramping and things. And yeah, then you get just this ridiculous card. 7/7 Reach Trample, and you get to choose 2 of these options when it enters the battlefield. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Target player gains 5 life. Create a 4/4 green Rhino warrior creature token. Put a shield count on a creature you control. I mean, just all of those are amazing. The fact that you get to choose 2 of them is ridiculous. The fact that it has Reach and Trample is just... And then it's a 7/7. Probably the best 7-drop, like, kind of ramp deck target we've gotten since Koma. So, definitely worth your wildcards. IMO. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. But, wow. I've been playing it also in a Gruul list that features Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And I just keep making copies of this thing, and it's just ridiculously good. That's the deck. Mana base, nothing crazy. Just a couple Boseijus, couple of Hydras, and a bunch of basics. Let's jump into some games. See how Mono Green performs. Now I should get rid of that Vivian on the deck box, but we'll do that another time. I still like the name though, even though there's only 1 Rhino. Soul 91. Man, it's good to be back on camera, good to be back on the mic. It's been a while, guys. It was really strange not being able to do this. I'm so used to like jumping on and talking to you guys. Don't tell me. Alright, that's fine. Definitely a counter spell, potentially. What's that negate? So, Maestro's Spell Slinger deck.
I've learned lots of techniques from artists.
Boop.
Trust me, we will fight again.
What an ass. What an ass. Another counter spell, man. Are you kidding me? Thank God. What you got now? Huh? I won't do it. Is it really Maestros, or is he just, is it Splash? Whatever. Oh, this is. Finally, I can attack! Nothing I hate more than this type of deck, man. Just do nothing for hours on end. Drive everybody insane in the process. Hey, you better find something. Okay, it's gonna be the Arcane Bombardment deck. He's probably got the Fading Hope, Magma Opus. Okay, that's fine. Yes. Okay, now he needs a 1-mana cantrip. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? This is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Screw you, buddy. Still got your stupid bombardment out of the way. It's definitely better in a Grixis shell, in my opinion. I think he's just playing this for the, you know, to have the cycle land. Oof. Oh, that's great. Why would you do that? Okay, I'll take the win, man. You made me work for that one. What a disgusting deck. I was expecting more black stuff because of that first Maestro's land, and then it was just... Is it? Honestly, has rapidly become my least favorite color combination. Just most boring play patterns, worst type of people that play it, like slow mages take forever to take a turn. Don't get me started on that pile of garbage. Another one. Are you kidding me? Another freaking one of these guys. every game now. For the last, I don't know how many, dude. Here comes the fading hope. Nah. Jeez. Waste of space. How do I always get these guys, like, back to back? We just finished playing a deck like this. Okay, consider it's definitely signaling Arcane Bombardment to me. Maybe not. Fifth land off the top would be fantastic. Tap land. Woo. Please, Lord, don't have syncopate or anything like that. Nah. That means we can play out the fight rigging and get it to trigger straight away next turn. Unless he gets rid of our cards with a burn down the house, which is highly likely. Nah, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'm okay with that. I'm really hoping we hit our friend, the Titan of Industry, off of the fight rigging. I can't attack or block, so you might as well swing. That's a good lad. No! Burn down the house would be a disaster right now. Okay, no, it's a full-on like spellcasty deck. Sure. No problem whatsoever. Yes, yes. He's got something. The vigilance is so good on this thing. Of course, man. When have they ever not got it? It's enough to drive anyone insane with shit. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so sick of playing Izzet, oh my god. Can you believe this? Another fading hope? Sure. Field hazard to the face. Oh, he's got a backup play with fire in hand. course he does. Of course he does. Ooh, that's nice. That's so nice. Yes, baby, yes. That is just a thing of beauty. Let's do this and oh yes, I think we need to make a gruel deck actually, now that I think about it. Fight rigging is the green one. There's a black hideaway that has to do with mana values of creatures in graveyards, and then we I have an idea around that too. And there's that 3-drop that has 6 toughness. But now that I think about it, I've got one more rare. So I've only got 2 fight riggings. This is a card, man. I'm trying to save that last rare in case I need something for tomorrow's Riveteers deck. But that combination of Unnatural Growth, Topiary Stomper, and the whatever, the fight rigging together, oof, that's a way to bust out some pretty expensive cards on the cheap. Sure. Probably should have mulliganed, but I have a feeling we might be able to get some decent action here. Spikefield Hazard? Again? The 3rd game in a row? Lair Greeters? Okay. Next best thing. Sigh. One day, one of these Gala Greeters will actually stay on the battlefield for more than 2 seconds. What else have you got? Infernal Grasp. This is definitely your Obnixilis Anvil nonsense. Play the Hive. Tapped. No, lose the Hive. Fine. Play an Anvil. No, here comes the Grasp. Oh, God. Oh, whoops. Was that a mistake? I'm terribly sorry, my dear fellow. That's all of our Titans of Industry in our top 10 cards of our library. Stuff is fine. Hashtag. Oof. Took Massacre or another Voltage Surge. Every time, every single time, without fail. It's enough to drive anybody insane, this card, I promise you. Yeah. Just need one more mana and you're screwed. Oh, God. Yeah, that's annoying. All this top end and drawing none of our low end cards. Go, go, go. Full steam ahead. I think I still got this if I can bust out one of these titans. Also, because it's 7 power, you'll... Oh, God. Yeah, at least I can protect it with Tamiyo and block something if necessary. Oops. Kicked my power cable. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. It's just, the power plug thing is right by my desk. Okay, we got a Tamiyo's to save the Greeter. Hopefully we'll top deck another land. Then we're really in business. Go on then. Hopefully not another meat hook. Oh my God, dude, this is insane. This is actually insane. This card is so busted. Never ever just get a freaking... Whatever, mate. You're good. Play that deck. Lucky for me, you haven't top decked up next to this yet. Yes! Yes! Suck it! Suck it, baby! Oh, what? Oops, that was a mistake. Why did I decline that? I don't know, I guess I'll just get to do it next turn, but... Can you believe it, dude? This is another piece of tech, which is amazing in this deck. I haven't seen anyone playing it. Like, it's slowly creeping in. Just seems to fit in a zombie deck, so people are kind of ignoring it, but it's so good. Let's get a Topiary Stomper on the free. Get another land so we can play our Titan next turn. Swing casually there for a lovely... freaking 13. A douche. Okay. Doing things. Sure. If he had another meat hook, I mean, he wouldn't have been able to take out the Rhino, but still. I lost my mind. Oops. Get stuffed. Stupid ass card. Oof. Oof. Unnatural growth off the top, baby. Hey, undefeated so far. I must say, I'm liking it a lot. I would love it if my Gala Greeters survived for like one turn on board. But otherwise, so far so good. How are we doing for time? Perfectly good. Felipe Garcia. That's a great hand. That's a great hand. Oh yeah, would you look at that? Sun's water bottle. Very important. Hello. Opponent. Oh, I thought it was mono white. This is insanely good. This card is so good. Vanishing Verse is obviously a problem. Question here is, do we play a Stomper or go for the Warchief already and burn our treasures? If only this said cannot attack but still can block. Oh god. I hate these cards so much. Why do people kiss whatever? Especially this one. What happened to Yuta Takahashi's card, right? He won the last World Championship. We got the ninja set right after he did. He's Japanese. Would have been perfect. Felipe taking his sweet time. Oh, come on, mate. Goes for the growth, huh? Cool. 3 blitz it in. Get to swing, get the Rhino anyway, and gain 3 life. Yeah, I think we blitz in this guy. Oops. Kick the power cable again. Man, Felipe, you are one of the slowest people I've played all day. Cute. Card draw, get the 4/4. Oof, beautiful. Just blows my mind. Do you have Vanishing Verse? Yes or no? He's got the Wandering Emperor for sure. So I'm only going to attack with the Jewel Thief. And he can decide what he wants to do about that. Nice. I told you so.
I am the Emperor of
call me Green, and I will show them how we greet
Every
our
time.
enemies.
Every time. And it's also the Rafine deck. Okay, I had a feeling when I saw... It wasn't like the usual, like... It's like mono white, but there's a black land. I was like, okay, there's gonna be blue too, and there's gonna be the new Rafine. Guaranteed.
Keep watch for intruders.
And have the new... Yes. I knew it. Yeah, at least it goes back to hand. And this game's probably lost. Almost guaranteed at this point. Yeah, there we go. I want to concede. Do I concede? Should I just concede? I'm fairly certain I should just be conceding right now. This card is probably the best card, like,
I have got new moves
out
to
of that
teach
whole color combination. This card is the truth, guys. I'm telling you now, this is a really good card. Yeah, we're not going to win that one. Pity. We were on such a good streak there. We got time for one more match. Let's try and end on a victory. I think we're gonna pull the trigger on an additional fight rigging here. Features 22. Let's see. Might be a bad idea. Rampy, rampy rhinos. Rampy, rampy rhinos. Can't control the cards you draw, but you can control how you react to them. Stay cool, have fun. All we need is one more land, and things can really kick off. Get ready for Gala Greeters to hit the dirt. Here we go. Blood Chief's Thirst. You name it. Come on. And now we're also going to top deck like a 7-drop. Wow, it's a miracle. Somehow get the feeling that he was, you know, he somehow wish he'd played that on red. How could they not put flavor text on this thing? It's just like screaming for flavor text. Heavy dispute on the Ghast. No? took you a long time to figure that out, mate. I like this. We get to keep up the Tamiyos. Another green source. Good guy. Yes. Decisions are hard to make. Wow. Okay, we're doing the thing. Play the growth next turn, we get the free Titan. And we still can hold up the Tamiyos in case. Wow, the poor guy is just flooding green. And he needs red and black. Hey, won't find me complaining. Please don't scoop. Please don't scoop. Alright guys, that's going to be it for tonight's video. We managed to get off the thing that I kind of built the whole deck around. So, pretty nice little combo actually. Fight rigging, some stuff that can get to 7 quickly, and then Unnatural Growth to help us get there. Might even end up like going for a 4 of Titan of Industry and a 4 of the fight rigging, and try and find a way to just make that the full focus of the deck. But we'll have to keep that for a different video. As for tonight, let's jump back into the brew, see if there's any final thoughts that I have on the matter. But to be honest, performed really nicely there. The Tamiyos really perfect. You know, the ramp, fantastic. The couple of vigilance creatures, really good against the Wandering Emperor. Just the amount of value that you get out of these two here with the life gain, as well as the Rhinos. Just amazing. And then Unnatural Growth has just been good for a long time. Nice new shell, like playing very few of the cards that we're used to seeing in mono green. Actually, pretty much none. Except for maybe Tamiyo's Safekeeping and, you know, the lands. This is like a fully new mono green deck. I hope you liked it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But that's going to be it for tonight's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all tomorrow with some fresh brews. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.